Hello, beautiful ladies over here in V3 Society. Um, and joining me for this wonderful live that I am doing this morning on kind of like a download I received in like my morning routine, kind of from the divine around falling into comparison, right? And what does it really do for us, and what does it do for our money and our relationship with money? If you're hopping on, drop a quick hello in the comments. I'd love to hear from you and hear where you're coming in from. But this morning I woke up with this like huge feeling of kind of like, what should I be doing, right? What should I be doing? How should I be behaving? What should, it's just kind of like a whole should party, right? I was just shitting all over myself, as they say. And the whole thing is that when I started thinking about, okay, what do I feel I should be doing, right? What do I feel I should be doing in my morning routine, in my business, in my relationships, in, how I present myself, and like even the simplest of things, right? How I should be interacting with my money, how I should be saving my money, how I should be showing up in my business, like what clients should I be getting, what clients, should I be going after? Who should I be working with? Like all of these things, right? Of thinking of these shoulds. And the thing that was crazy that happened in this morning download that I had with like the divine is that I was getting so caught up in all these shoulds, and then like it suddenly quieted, and it was an understanding that all of the shoulds in your life, everything that is saying you should be doing this, you should be doing that, is actually your ego speaking. Your ego is not connected to the divine. When you should all over yourself, when you keep telling yourself, oh, I should, go work out. Oh, I shouldn't binge these TV shows. Oh, I shouldn't eat this. Oh, I should be showing up like this. Oh, I should be doing written posts even though video feels more comfortable. Oh, I should be doing video when written feels more comfortable, right? And you get yourself into comparison, because what's happening is you're looking around at everyone else and you're like, okay, this is what is making them successful. This is what is making them productive, right? This is what is turning them into a successful entrepreneur. This is what's turning them into a productive individual. This is what's turning them into a wealthy individual that I desire to be at. So then we start comparing ourselves to them, right? We end up in a should game, what we should be doing. And you want to know something about shoulding is it is not pleasurable. It is not in the divine feminine, right? It is purely coming from the ego, right? And the ego is in fact disconnected from the feminine, because when you bring up should, when you bring up this whole comparison game, you end up bringing up fears and doubts. You stay stuck in comparison, and it pulls out all the fears and doubts into your current reality, the fears and doubts of your inadequacy, the ability to shine as bright as you desire to shine, the ability to actually show up as the like beautiful, badass business owner, boss that you are, right? To show up as your truest, biggest self with your money, to show up as your truest, biggest self in your relationships. And that's what's so crazy, right? Because when we start getting reflective on what we think we should be doing when it comes to our finances, our business, our, all that kind of work, we are doing that mindset work, right? We are starting down that path of understanding what is the mindset work I need to be doing. And you suddenly are like, oh my God, like I have been showing myself such little compassion, such little unconditional love. And when you show yourself compassion and unconditional love, you are sitting in the divine feminine. And when you open up to that divine feminine energy, things become a hell of a lot easier when it comes to your money, when it comes to your business, when it comes to showing up as your true and authentic self. And that's what's so magical about the mindset work I do with my clients, is that when you dive into this space of tapping into the divine feminine around your money, you start to see how much it touches all other parts of your life, okay? Because you haven't potentially been conscious or aware of how much your relationship with money has touched all these other parts of your life, right? So the thing is, the ego is in fact created by your habits and experiences, right? And from the outside world, it is disconnected from the divine. It is something that's purely programmed into you from your experiences. And what happens is it creates fears and doubts within you by pushing you into comparison, by looking at what you should be doing and pushing you into a place of guilt and shame and frustration about how you're not good enough, right? Because how many times when you found yourself thinking about what you should be doing, the next immediate thought is like, gosh, well then I'm not measuring up. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to have the successful business. I'm not good enough to have the body I want. I'm not good enough to, have the relationship I desire with money. I'm not good enough because I'm not showing up how I should be showing up, right? So when you stay in this cycle of should, you actually are disconnecting yourself from the divine feminine. You are disconnecting yourself from the power within you that will be able to guide you through any fucking situation that you come up against. Because when you learn how to create that connection with the divine feminine, especially through your relationship with money, which is what I continue to work with my clients around and teach and share with the communities that I build and the connections I build, it's like what you're doing is you are unlocking a guidance system which will always guide you in the right way. It will always guide you to take the right actions that are best for you. Because what happens when we look at what we should be doing, we're trying to fit ourselves into a box which someone else built for themselves, instead of being like, you know what? I get to choose my own parameters. I get to build my own fucking box. Like, this is the box that is going to make me successful. This is focusing on what feels good to me, what is pleasurable to me. So like, for instance, if you're like, you know what's in pleasure for me is actually doing written posts, not video. Well, then do written posts. Stop going and comparing yourself to everyone else. Maybe it's audio, maybe it's video, right? If you're thinking that like, oh, I can't manage my money, well, it's because you're looking at boxes which other people have created, right? And you're trying to fit yourself into them instead of expanding and opening up to an entirely new creative solution, right? And it's because you're listening to the ego. And that's what can be so damaging here. It's like you're listening to the ego, and it's so like detrimental because it just leads you down to fear and doubt. And when you're in the energy of fear and doubt, you're never going to get the result you want. You're never going to get the money you want. You're never going to get the financial success you want. You're never going to really be able to shine as bright as you would like to shine, right? So let me know if like what I'm putting down, you are picking up, for those of you watching live, because it's so important to understand this, like this connection that, when we fall into should, it's actually just this like really toxic energy pattern that keeps us stuck, right? It keeps us stuck. And the thing is, it's the should is being created by someone else. You're allowing someone else to run your life. You're allowing someone else to take control of all of your actions, right? You're trying to stuff yourself into some box which wasn't built for you because it was created by someone else, the person you're comparing yourself to, right? And the thing that's even more frustrating is that, from a very young age, as women, we have been told to conform, right? We've been told to, not rock the boat, not get too emotional, not, shine too brightly and make people uncomfortable, right? We've been told you can't have a career and a family. You can't, it's not good to have many lovers. Like, what if you want a bunch of lovers? What if that's beneficial to you? It's like, oh, well, women spend more money than men. Women do this. Like, it's this creation, it's these confines which have been created to make other people feel more comfortable around women, right? It's these confines that have been created which allow others to feel more comfortable around women, and they're like divine power. And the thing is, when you tap into that divine power that women have, it's like this really crazy energy that can happen, right? It's this understanding of, shining as bright as you possibly can. And it's when you finally let go of this, what should I be doing? What should I be doing? That you're able to start to see actually, what is it that's holding you back? Because when you stay in this game of comparison and you stay in this game of shoulding, you start to realize like, oh shit, like that's not at all what feels most pleasurable to me. And it's not within my desires and it's not within focus for me. And when that happens, when you start to realize like, oh my gosh, like I actually could, I don't have to stay in this place of like constantly comparing myself to everyone else. And I can start to feel good about what I'm doing and what's pleasurable to me. And you stay rooted in that, what is pleasurable to you, what's within your desire, what is something that you want to continue doing when it comes to your money, when it comes to how you want to be spending your money. You're able to open up to that money being able to flow to you, right? You're able to open up to so many more avenues of financial success in your career, in your business. And it's all because you're letting go of the ego, which has been created, by your habits and experience from the outside world. And it's under the guise of protecting you, right? These fears and doubts come up as protecting you. But the thing is, your ego is completely disconnected from the divine. That negative voice within you is the ego, and that ego is completely disconnected from the divine. The voice that's telling you, yes, I want to be traveling the world. Yes, I don't want to work in a traditional 9 to 5. Yes, I do not, I want to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars. I want to have an extremely successful business. Yes, I want to be helping people transform their lives. That is the divine speaking to you. Because it's actually within your desires. It's like this deep thing, and it almost scares you how excited these opportunities and moments feel to you. So if you have those deep desires, share them with me in the comments. I would love, love, love to hear from you about what your deepest desires are that almost bring in a little bit of fear to you. And then also, what are you relinquishing from the ego? What is the ego constantly telling you and comparing you to? Because as you start to voice these and uncover these things, you start to go down this journey of actually understanding your mindset. And if you're like, shit, I am having some intense realizations while being here and listening to this, and I want to know how I can really start to transform my relationship with money, start increasing my wealth, start not having this fear and doubt around my own ability to manage money and manage my finances. And I want to, move forward and stop feeling this stress and anxiety and fear around money, then let me know, because I have a couple spots still open to work one-on-one with me. I am so excited for the last few women that get these spots, and that we're going to begin this gorgeous journey together. So if you're interested, just tag me in the comments, be like, yes, I want to work with you. I want to know what that looks like. And I will send you my calendar so that we can hop on a call and find out if it's the right fit for each other. With that, ladies, I will talk to you all later. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.